Hello everyone and welcome to our monthly results for the weekly trading ideas. This is Walid speaking. I will show you how our analysis and setups went and the before and after. So let's get started.
This week, we're gonna focus on the New Zealand dollar with the upcoming central bank meeting. Okay, so first, it's good to know that according to Reuters poll, there is a 78 chance of a cut in the upcoming meeting at the time of doing this recording, all right? In terms of my expectation, guys, I see the RBNZ not cutting interest rate, which is a really big surprise for the market. I think the RBNZ will keep rates unchanged at 1%. This will, of course, prop a big spike in the New Zealand dollar to the upside.
If we can get this break, price might fall heavily. Why? Because this support is a strong one, really. First target will be 50%, which is 1.713, and then it will be the 61.8, the golden ratio at 1.7. Also, this area might be very attractive for buyers.
Euro, New Zealand dollar hit the target so accurately, and its reaction was from the announcement when the central bank did not cut interest rate.
So, as expected, Euro NZD broke the resistance at 1.73, as we mentioned, and price dropped sharply and hit our final target at 1.7, as we mentioned, at the 61.8 area. And the total move was about 300 pips. Notice that it took us about 3 weeks to hit the target. So we have to be patient in trading and give our setup time to reach its target. And as I mentioned, this area might attract buyers. So we expect Euro and ZD now to bounce up as a retracement and a pullback, especially if 1.69 holds the price. Now let's move to the AUD and ZD trading idea.
This week, I'm bearish on Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. Okay. First reason is the hawkish move from the Bank of New Zealand, which will give a hawkish bias or a bullish bias for New Zealand dollar in the market for the week ahead, right? You can see here, last week on Wednesday, RBNZ announced cash rate on hold as we expected, and that gives strength in the New Zealand dollar. On the other hand, for Australian dollar, we got a bad employment report on Wednesday. This will keep pressure on the Australian dollar due to the rise of a rate cut chance in the next meeting. I think it's a safe trade for a medium term.
We had a closing below this area on Thursday, and as long as this blue area at 1.067 is holding buyers, price might drop. Full target is at 1.05. Nice combination here between the full target and the 61.8 level. 1.05 will be our final target here. So as expected, guys, AUD and ZD dropped heavily after breaking the resistance level, support level at 1.067 area, as we mentioned in our trading idea, and we hit the full target at 1.05, which is about 160 pips. And measuring the Fibonacci retracement levels, it's almost at 61.8 level as we expected. Euro hit 1.0990 again, which is the 61.8 golden area, and then bounced up. This confluence area should still attract buyers targeting next resistance levels, as you can see. So as expected, last week we were bullish on Euro after hitting the 61.8 level. Now Euro bounced as expected and hit our first target at 1.070, which is about 70 pips. And now after breaking this resistance level, Euro now forming a double bottom, which might be heading to test the trend. We are still bullish on the Euro from the 1.1 area. Now you should hire your stop loss below 1.1060 at 1060. and hopefully we will hit our target at 1.1160. Now let's move to the latest idea, the NZD-CAD. Notice price hit 2015 low at 0.320 area. Notice every time price reaches this area, buyers take control. Now also we have a bullish movement with possible double bottom pattern. If you can see this bearish move, this double bottom, and now we might be heading up. Now to measure the target, we are halfway now to the target at 0.864. Let's move to the daily time frame to understand where to enter this pair. So on the daily time frame, we have an obvious bearish trend and it's broken up. Price should continue to the upside. This might be our target, and this might be our next target too. Also measuring the Fibonacci retracement. This could be our first target, and if you can get a breakthrough here, we might be heading to test the highs again. So as expected, NZD-CAD was bullish and buyers were aggressive 2 days ago, and we actually hit our target in 1 day. If you measure the target, we hit the target at 125 pips. And speaking long term, we expect this trade to continue to the upside, maybe after a small pullback. So thank you guys for listening. That is it for me for the before and after results for our trading ideas. And I will see you on Monday for our weekly trading idea. See you guys.